Royal Ride. Royal Rises, man. Ain't no surprising when there's a Royal. We gonna all day and we gonna let the players play, man. Hope all is well. Space gonna train in mind, ain't it, EmpressStar? Taking your what? Far no matter where you are. You know what I mean? But no, EmpressStar taking you yeah, Warriors Unite. It's more than this. It's more than just a dream. Warriors United, the man. It's more than just a dream when it's the Warriors United team, ain't it, man? Golden Crowns, that app, man. Get your ass over there. It's on Slap. Golden Crowns, that app. Get over there right now. It's on Slap. Golden Crown. Don't say CozMik didn't tell you. Golden Crowns will be the new wave, Let's go. Mental work versus physical. CozMik, what in the what is you always talking about, man? Salute ETO, Money. John Money ain't shit funny. J-Dub, bottle full of bub. Yeah. J-Dub, bottle full of bub, ain't it, man? Hey. Dr. Jenny Reed, her and Celeste gonna help us succeed, ain't it, man? Our COO, Dr. Jenny Reed, ain't it, man? CFO West Coast Billy, don't we got that silly? That's my guy right there, man. Hey, Divine, everything gonna be fine, man. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get the notes out. Cause we got the quotes out, ain't it, Herb? Get the notes out, cause we got the quotes out. Let's get it. All right. Let me go and turn it down. Just smidge on. A smidge on. Yeah, man. Make sure you put this in your watch parties on fan base, man. We got a fan base town hall meeting coming up May 23rd. Don't be absurd, man, It ain't just a blurb, ain't it? We got the May 23rd fan base town hall meeting. Let's get to it, Melanin. It's time to put up or shut up and get out the way. Sit your ass. Look, what did we say in that last presentation? Spectators and builders. It's time to separate the spectators from the builders. Ain't it? Come on. All right. August 8th. Man. We got this week flows. It's if you let me see. Let me make sure we still on. If you are company, a small company, different things that we got potential keynote speakers coming through / investors, man. So make sure that's going to be on Golden Crowns August 8th. So you need to go ahead and get you a Golden Crowns, that type of event. All right, it's money well spent. It's time and space and energy well spent. Here we go. Let's get to it. I know they're like, hurry up, CozMik. You always talking. Hey, we do a whole lot of walking, ain't it, Earth? Here we go. Mental work. Oh, let me turn it down a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit more. All right, here we go. Let's get it. 11/11, by the way. Mental work can burn you out in ways that are less visible, however very real, all right? Your brain only makes up a small percentage of your body weight. However, it uses a huge amount of your energy. Y'all got that one? Deep thinking, decision making, problem solving, multitasking, emotional stress, meetings, planning, and constant focus all pull from attention and mental resource. All right? That quote unquote, my body didn't move much today. However, I'm exhausted, end quote, feeling is a real thing. All right? Quick overview. This yeah, that thing, y'all. Decision. You're tired of making goddamn decisions all day constantly. Making hundreds of choices and switching. Attention switching. Jumping between tasks can win down fast. Jumping between tasks can wear the brain down. Realize, all right? We gonna get some work in today, baby. Stress load, man. And see, so this right for everybody. So you know what I mean? Let's get it. Mental pressure keeps your nervous system activated. Mental pressure keeps your nervous system activated. Emotional labor, managing people, places and things, leading teams, can conflict, or staying quote unquote on in quote can be heavy work. Cognitive overload. Too much information equal mental traffic jam. Oh man. Too much data, information at once, man, without you being able to process it and, you know, let it whatever have you and using it for what it needs. Will do what? Equal a mental traffic jam. Ain't that something? Physical exhaustion often says, quote, my muscles are tired, end quote. Mental exhaustion often says, I can't or unable to think straight, focus, or care anymore, end quote. So that's the differences. The interesting twist, physical movement can reduce mental fatigue. A walk, exercise, or changing and reset tension because the brain and body are running on the same system. A lot of leaders, creators, and entrepreneurs hit this wall, absolutely, because they spend entire days carrying invisible weight. They spend entire days carrying invisible weight, strategy, people, pressure, and constant decisions. So y'all think being a leader is just all it's cracked up to be. But a lot of y'all would fold. A lot of y'all would fold, man, quickly. Huh? You can finish a day sitting in a chair and still feel like you worked a 12-round tight fight. All right, how does all the above affect all walks of life overview? Mental strain touches nearly every lane of life because thinking, attention, emotions, and decisions sit underneath almost everything we do. When that system gets overloaded, the effects ripple outward. So that when people say you're projecting and shit like that, here's a broad overview. You're projecting because you're probably overwhelmed for all the shit going on. Here's a broad overview. Work and career. So we're going to bust it down in each sector. Work and career. Lower focus and creativity. More mistakes and slower decision making. Reduced motivation and productivity. Burnout from constant pressure and switching tasks. That means you got to be able to focus through and get shit finished through. That flip-flopping shit was not, you're not really getting nothing done effectively anyway. Leaders and entrepreneurs can carry quote-unquote invisible workload, end quote. Strategy, people issues, deadlines, uncertainty. That's why they're replacing a lot of people with AI too, by the way, because a lot of that'll be alleviated. I'm just telling you. I mean, I keep saying it ain't about feelings, it's about their bottom line. I keep telling y'all, and once we again realize that, we'll be all right. Next sector, school and learning. Harder to retain information or data. Shorter attention span. Mental fatigue during studying or testing. Increased procrastination. Reduced curiosity and problem solving. The relationship sector. Less patience. Communication rises. Emotional reactions become stronger. People may withdraw or become irritable. Less emotional energy for family, friends, or partners. Parenting and caregiving. This is every single sector that everybody is going to hit you somewhere or multiple places. Parenting and caregiving. Constant mental juggling, schedules, needs, planning, finances, emotional exhaustion, feeling quote unquote on duty, end quote, all the damn time. I told you I call it the big mama syndrome. Less recovery time. Okay, health and body sector. Mental overload doesn't stay in the mind. It can contribute to poor recharge of what people call sleep, headaches, muscle tension, appetite changes, fatigue, stress-related physical symptoms, lower energy for exercise and self-care. Business and entrepreneurship, how does it affect that? A founder or CEO often deals with decision fatigue, high responsibility load. That's why your team, everybody need to be doing their fucking jobs and doing it to the best of their ability and over delivering. So one person won't get tired. But anyway, high responsibility load, constant future planning, risk calculations, pressure to perform. Sometimes the challenge isn't hard work itself, it's carrying uncertainty every day. Isn't that something? Community and society. At a larger scale, information overload, social media attention battles, faster news cycles, economic pressure, increased stress across populations. People today often process more info or data in a day than previous generations handled in much longer stretches. Long-term impact. When mental strain keeps stacking without recovery, performance drops, motivation fades, creativity narrows, relationships can suffer. People can begin operating in quote-unquote survival mode instead of growth mode. We might do of course we're going to do a show about that. CozMik, survival mode versus growth mode, that's coming. The body and mind don't really split into separate departments. They operate like one ecosystem. Heavy mental load in one area can quietly affect the rest of life, even when it's not obvious at first glance. Next section. How does all the above affect sexual performance or sexual moods overall? Mental work overload, stress, exhaustion, and emotional overload can affect sexual mood and sexual performance in pretty significant ways. Sexually isn't just physical. Isn't that something, y'all? Isn't that something? The brain is a major part of it. Ain't that damn something? So that's why, see, I ain't even get too far off topic. But that's why it's more physical for men and more mental for women. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm gonna get with you on that one. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get with you on that one, man. Anyway, if the mind is overloaded, it can change desire, arousal, focus, and energy. So this is why other parts of intimacy are important. Massages, yoga, stretching together, stuff like that. Other parts of intimacy other than fucking. You have to relieve your stress other than fucking. Overview: sexual desire, libido. Heavy mental strain can lower interest and sex because the brain. We not talking about it's black women or black men. We talking about the brain. That's why I like to talk about shit that don't got nothing to do with no specific people, ethnicity, and none of that shit. So now we can eliminate all the emotions and bullshit. So now, heavy mental strain can lower interest in sex because this is the reason. Y'all want to write this down, y'all? Just in case we having arguments about this in relationships and all of this dumb shit. The brain starts prioritizing survival tasks over pleasure and connection. Things that can happen: reduced sexual drive, less spontaneous desire, feeling mentally, quote unquote, too full, end quote, or distracted, less excitement or anticipation. And then it is a thing of wearing something out. It is. I mean, whether people want to say it is or not. A common experience is, quote unquote, I care about my partner, I'm just mentally tapped out, end quote. Stress hormones and body chemistry. Y'all ready for this section? You ready? Okay. All of these terms actually mean something, y'all. We can't just say terms and not know what the fuck the shit really mean and how to apply it. Okay. Chronic stress can raise hormones like cortisol. That's what I told you. This is a hormonal thing. So when we have hormonal imbalances and chemical imbalances, a lot of behavioral activities become unproductive. All right? Over time can interfere with systems linked to sexual function and mood. So a lot of you dudes probably don't need no blue, well, you don't need no blue pill and all this bullshit you taking. You probably just overstressed, overloaded, you over. Huh? That can contribute to lower energy, less arousal, mood changes. Even women, even ladies, baby, you got too much on your plate. Your ass need a break. You need breaks. You need to schedule breaks from your children, from your career, from your girlfriend, some of them, because some of them toxic as fuck. And fellas too. Everybody. Sometimes your children or your youth need a break from your ass. We all need breaks. I don't know why we don't get this. This is simple shit. That can contribute to lower energy, less arousal, mood changes, reduced sense of pleasure, attention, and presence. Now, this is all aspects of relationships. I hope y'all taking these notes. Sex often depends on what? Being mentally present. Huh? So sometimes you could do a porno performance, goddamn it, and the motherfucker don't get on. That's because what? They ass ain't mentally present. I told your ass that. So physical is cool, but if it ain't no mental connection, she probably ain't gonna get off. She not mentally connected. That's why I said it's more mental for women than it is for men. Men is more physical, then the mental come. Women is mental, then the physical come. You know what I mean? But for them to orgasm like women love to do, or a lot of women say, I ain't never orgasmed in years, whatever. That's because they ass wasn't mentally available for that fucking relationship they was in. They wasn't mentally turned on. Let's be real, man. Huh? Yeah. Sex often depends on being mentally present. If the brain is still running meetings, bills, family issues, business plans, or unresolved stress, focus can drift. It may be harder to relax. Anxiety can interrupt arousal. Performance pressure can build. The brain can stay in quote unquote task mode, end quote, instead of connection mode. Man, we got to do a show about that, end quote. Let's go to the next one. Sexual performance. Fill up the comments if you're watching. I didn't share this out today because I didn't feel like keeping y'all waiting today. I'm going to share it out after it's done. So whoever's here is here. Whoever get it later, get it later. Sexual performance. That's why you put your notification for the near shot. Put on your notifications and subscribe so then you'll know when I'm live. All right. Sexual performance. Mental strain can sometimes affect arousal. Maintaining focus during intimacy. Ability to reach orgasm, ladies. Ability to reach orgasm, ladies. Y'all don't even know yourself much as you think you fucking do, for real. I could tell a lot of y'all women watch your body than you know about your own shit. And a lot of y'all don't know about us men. You don't. But you want to tell us about us. Anyway, we're going to do a whole 2 shows about the yoni, fam. The fascinating things about the yoni, fam. Sexual confidence. Performance consistency. Okay? Mental drain can affect all of that. Stress and anxiety can sometimes play a role in issues like temporary erectile difficulty or reduced responsiveness, even when there isn't a physical cause. And y'all niggas dudes is popping pills and them selling pills to you, definitely not gonna help you either because it's not natural. Emotional connection. Alright? Why this dude always fucking me, or why she always and it just seemed like it's empty, or it just seemed like I don't mean nothing to them. Emotional connection. Mental exhaustion can shrink emotional bandwidth. Let's say that again. Mental exhaustion can shrink what? Emotional bandwidth. Less flirting, less affection. See, these are all the parts that lead up to great sex, niggas. Niggas. These are other parts of intimacy I be talking about. Less flirting, less affection, less interest in less interest in initiating intimacy, more irritability or withdrawal. This is called nonverbal communication. What people say, reading body language. Let's get it. And emotional closeness. Let's change up the beat, baby. Let's change up the beat, baby. Yeah, we're gonna put on the Latina heat. Alright. And emotional closeness often influences sexual mood. Emotional closeness often influences sexual mood. So if you don't feel close to each other, nigga, you're not gonna be in the mood to fuck or make love or whatever y'all call it. Niggas be thinking they gonna argue and they want to feel like fucking or whatever else. Man, different people, different responses. Not everyone reacts the same way, no shit. And some people do react the same way, right? We gotta stop using that as an alibi for fucking everything. Oh, everybody not the same. A lot of people are very similar. They got similar habits. They got similar thought processes, similar eating habits, similar behavioral patterns. Some people lose interest in sex under stress. Some people use sex as comfort or stress relief. Some people swing between both depending on life circumstances. Here we go. Here we go. Which most of y'all say sleep. We call it recharge. Whatever you say. Matters too. Mental overload often disrupts what? Your recharge or your sleep. When somebody say, did you recharge? Most of y'all say rest. But anyway, did you recharge, sleep, rest, whatever word you use well? Huh? Don't most of you say that to each other? Don't most of us say that to each other? Mental overload often disrupts recharge, sleep, and poor recharge or sleep can hit sexual mood hard. Huh? So if you're not getting adequate goddamn recharge, nobody tell me, but my recharge is more important than any goddamn thing else, nigga. If you want me to be the best of me, then I need to get proper recharge. Simple as that. And if you don't get it, then it just ain't meant for you. This simple shit. It says what? Mental overload often disrupts sleep, and poor sleep and sexual mood can hit sexual mood hard. Lower energy or inner chi, lower desire, more irritability, less physical and mental recovery. That means you don't even have time to recover from the last time you fucked. One interesting thing, people sometimes assume a drop in sexual interest means attraction disappeared. Y'all hear that? Women say that shit all the time. You find me less attractive? I know you do, ladies. Or you say it to yourself, whatever. A lot of times it can simply, you hear that word simply? Some of this shit be simple. Simply be that the brain is carrying too many tabs open at once. If you're asking from a personal angle rather than general curiosity, hold on, my fault. Hold on. Oh, they give me the buzzer. Okay, mental burnout and physical burnout overview overall. Mental burnout and physical burnout overlap a lot. However, they tend to hit differently, hit different systems first. One can absolutely spill into the other two. Someone can start mentally exhausted and eventually feel physically wiped out, or physically overwhelmed and end up mentally cooked. Mental burnout. This usually comes from prolonged cognitive and emotional load. Where does it come from, CozMik? I just told you. Constant decision making. That means even with your youth and your children, I don't give a fuck how much you want to be the number one parent. That shit is burning your ass out. Pressure and responsibility, multitasking, informational data overload, emotional labor, stress without enough recovery, being quote unquote always on, end quote. Common signs. What does this look like, CozMik? How do I know this is going on, CozMik? What do we do, CozMik? What's the solutions, CozMik? Oh man, common signs. Brain fog. Well, most musicians or rap artists or musicians, they say writer's block or writers, right? You got too much other bullshit on your brain. Difficult, that means distractions. See, that's why we have to prioritize what is important and what the fuck is not. What's priority and what the fuck is not. Difficulty concentrating, less motivation, irritability, feeling detached or emotionally flat. See, so this is what I say. So if you around only people that care about you because you supply material gain, then you gonna be drained. And that's just the fuck that. Children, lovers, homies, homie lover friends, anybody. Feeling detached or emotionally flat. Creativity drops. See, it's fucking up all it. It's fucking up everything. It's fucking up other areas of our lives, son. Decision fatigue, reduced patience, feeling overwhelmed by small tasks. Thought pattern, quote unquote, you know I don't like the word, but it's there. I'm unable to think anymore. It said can't. I'm unable to quote unquote think anymore. Effects on a daily life. Now this is how it affects daily. Let's take the notes for these quotes. Effects on daily life. Let's go through the different sectors. Work and school. Productivity drops. More mistakes. Even if you're an athlete, whatever. Slower thinking. That means you processing slow. That's why when people say, most people don't get what you're saying because they don't comprehend at your speed. They don't process as fast as your brain process. That's why they say you gotta align with like minds, meaning people process as fast as you do. This is why we have a lot of debates, because a lot of things you saying is beyond what? Their comprehension. Okay. Let's go to the next sector. Relationships. Less emotional availability, more conflict or withdrawal. So some of us, especially people been married 30, 40, 50, this might be going on, baby bubble. Let's go to the next section. Sexual mood and performance. It might not, you don't need no blue pill, you just need a more self-care. You need to change up your fuck ass diet. A lot of y'all eat depressing ass foods and shit. Low vibrational foods, that's your problem. A lot of it's a mixture. Now, I'm talking to the brothers too. A lot of y'all, a lot of my old homies, you drink too much. You fucking too many low vibrational yawnies. Your diet ain't shit. They diet ain't shit. It's just a mixture. That's why when I say wasteland, it's a bunch of wastelands fucking each other. And then you're creating little wastelands. See, when we talk about shadow work, this means brutal honesty. How many people are really brutal honest with themselves? And I ain't talking about beating yourself up. I'm talking about to spark your change. To get that, what they say, fire under your ass. Body, even though it starts in the mind, it often becomes physical. Headaches, poor recharge of sleep, muscle tension, appetite changes, and fatigue. Physical burnout. This usually comes from prolonged bodily strain. Overthinking. Overthinking and overtraining. Lack of recharge of sleep. Them cat naps and the little recharge be mattering. That's why it's unhealthy to be working at these jobs, working 8, 9, 10, 12 hours straight and shit like that. Then you got other jobs. You got the children. You got your woman or your man. You got the household, all this shit is jobs. I don't know whether y'all think so or not. I don't know whether y'all think so or not. Anyway, this usually comes from prolonged bodily strain, overthinking, lack of recharge of sleep, physical labor, chronic exhaustion, insufficient recovery, illness, or ongoing stress on the body. See, instead of worrying about going to a party, you should go to a spa day, or buy the ingredients and things to do your own spa day. It don't take much to get some cucumbers and put them on your eyes. Common signs. You ready? Heavy fatigue, weakness, soreness, low stamina, sleep or recharge deprivation or disruption, feeling physically drained, slow recovery, thought pattern. This is the thought pattern when this shit is going on. My quote unquote, my body has nothing left, end quote. Effects on daily life. You ready? The first sector is work and school. Harder to sustain effort. Reduced endurance. Relationships. This sector. Low energy for people. That means you're tired of you know what it is. They say you're grumpy, you're irritable, huh? Sexual, that means you need a break. What they say in England, baby, in Dublin, holiday. You need a holiday. Holiday. Ha ha. Celebrate. Huh? What they say, even celebrate some of the small wins, baby. Huh? That'll give you a small grin, huh? That's gonna help us in the end. Look, check it out. Sexual mood, that's the next section. Sexual mood / performance, physically / performance. Physical exhaustion can affect what? Cosmic desire, energy or inner chi, arousal, stamina. See, we got this grind culture. We got this get it out the mud culture and unhealthy eating habits, unhealthy self-care habits, putting it off, all that. Huh? To run yourself in the ground culture and brag about how much you run yourself in the ground type shit. Sometimes people want intimacy mentally, however, physically feel like their battery is at 2%. You there? You there with me, baby? Sometimes, baby bubble, sometimes people want intimacy mentally. So ladies, when you be saying, or whoever say you a sapiosexual, baby, huh? I be seeing all that stuff y'all be saying. Okay, now y'all ready? Where they collide, mental and physical burnout often merge into a loop. Mental, this is the recipe how it happens, y'all. First is mental overload, then it transfers into poor recharging of sleep habits, them little mini naps. Then it leads to what? Low energy or inner chi. Then it equals to low physical fatigue, physical exhaustion, stress equals will translate to lower mood, will translate to mental fatigue. That loop can quickly affect. What does this affect, Cosmic? Because you've been talking your ass off. Okay, this is what it affects: career performance, family life, confidence, mood. Look how much this shit is affecting. Creativity, health habits, huh? Sexual interest, overall quality of life. So let's not act like this shit ain't important that I'm talking about. The tricky part is that people often recognize physical burnout faster because they feel in the body. Mental burnout can build quietly in the background until they call it blow-ups. Till we have a blow-up. That shit compounds, Earth. Mental burnout can build quietly in the background, especially ladies, if you a stay-at-home mom and you dealing with children all day, youth all day, I'ma tell you, man, I don't know how y'all do it. I'ma tell you. Dealing with grown-ups all day is a task. You talking about dealing with the youth? Man, whew. Here we go. Mental burnout can build quietly in the background until one day everything suddenly feels heavier than it should. Conclusion and the bigger picture. All right, we at the conclusion, y'all. All right, mental work and physical work aren't competing forces. They're connected systems. The mind and body operate more like one ecosystem than separate departments. Fill up the comments. I got you before we get out of here. When either side is overloaded for long enough, cause and effect, y'all, universal law, the effects can ripple across nearly every area of life. So that I don't need no break. Yes, you do, motherfucker. Yes, you do. Across everything discussed, mental strain can drain energy or energy as deeply as physical labor. So people usually think just because you have a more mental job than you do a physical labor job, you shouldn't be tired. It's less taxing, okay? Burnout can affect work because people will think because you sitting at a computer, you not doing no work or you're not working nothing. Your brain is a muscle. Do we realize that? Do we realize the brain is a muscle, y'all? Do you realize you can overwork a muscle? Okay. Relationships and emotional connection can become harder to maintain. Relationships and emotional connections can become harder to maintain. Stress and overload can influence mood, patience, and overall quality of life. Sexual desire and performance can shift because the brain plays a major role in arousal and connection. Poor recovery. You have to recover from busting a good nut, y'all. I don't know what y'all thinking. Again, I always use that example of the Austin Powers when he was trying to take his mojo. And when he took his mojo, what happened to him? Poor recovery can create a cycle where what? Mental fatigue becomes physical exhaustion. That's the trickle down effect and the cause and effect. And physical exhaustion feeds mental burnout. A person can look fine. You ready? A person can look fine on the outside. Sit at a desk all day, smile through meetings, run businesses, care for family, or carrying responsibilities, and still be carrying an invisible load that weighs heavily. This is what a lot of black men talk about, but y'all don't give a fuck about. But we gonna get on that today, because I'm gonna create some rooms like that. Anyway, they can be the key pattern across all walks of life is this. You hear that? So you're not special. All walks of life is this. Output without recovery becomes expensive. Let's say that again. Output without recovery, ROI, return on your investment, becomes expensive. Human beings or humane beings aren't designed for non-stop pressure. That means get the fuck out my face asking me questions all the time. I don't care who it is. Stop calling me with problems all the time. We got people like that. They don't call you with no money plays. They don't call you with no encouragement. They don't even call you to say I'm proud of you. I see what you're doing. None of that shit. They always calling you with some fucking problems and shit that's gonna drain you and burn your ass out. And if y'all know me personally, homies, any of my homies that say God and call it y'all know I be calling y'all on the women to just see how you doing. That's what we need to start doing, brothers. We need to start doing them checkups. Don't call because of the game. Don't call because how are you doing, my G? How's your spirit? How's your mind? Anyway, humans or human beings aren't designed for non-stop pressure, non-stop stimulation, or non-stop performance. Rest or recharge, movement, they say sleep, connection, the right connection, and recovery aren't side quests. They are part of the operating system. So again, in order for us to operate at peak performance, what do we need? So again, this hustle culture, this get it out the mud culture, this burn yourself out culture, nigga, that shit corny. The goal isn't avoiding hard work. Hard work builds, creates, and moves things forward. The goal is creating enough balance that the engine can continue running without burning itself out. All right. Last section, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this on part 2. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see how much it is. All right, we're gonna cover this now so we can get up out of here. This is the last section. Last 2 sections. How does all of the above affect parents and decisions and self-care overall? Parents can feel the impact of mental overload, burnout, and physical exhaustion in many major ways because parenting itself is a full spectrum job. I don't know why we thought this shit was a good time. This shit is a job. Another one. Emotional, mental, physical, financial, and relational. A parent can be off the clock from work and still be on duty, quote unquote, mentally. Parenting plus mental burnout equal invisible load. That's why a lot of women, you got to get out of constant mommy mode, man. You got to be able to shift gears. Even fellas, we got to get off hustle mode. We got to be able to shift gears sometimes. A lot of parenting involves unseen work, scheduling appointments, planning meals, remembering school events, or planning homeschool events, whatever. Managing finances, monitoring emotions and behavior, problem solving constantly, thinking ahead for the family. The mental checklist can run 24/7. Common thought, quote unquote. Even when I sit down, my brain is still working, end quote. Effects on decision making. These are the sectors. Mental overload can hit decision quality hard. Let's switch them up. Parents under heavy strain may experience decision fatigue, difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, increased stress reactions, more impulsive decisions, trouble prioritizing. Small choices can start feeling huge. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Quote unquote. Should I discipline this way? Quote unquote. Am I making the right move? Quote unquote. And so when people be saying a lot of people think different, no, a lot of people do the same, say the same stuff. When the mental battery drops, even simple choices can feel like a boardroom meeting with no coffee. Emotional effects. Burnout can affect emotional availability, less patience, increased irritability, feeling emotionally drained, more guilt, feeling disconnected, less capacity to recharge. Parents often continue functioning while carrying exhaustion quietly. Effects on self-care. And that's what I'm saying. Your children and youth don't know this. So if you don't take care of yourself, they not going to push you to do it, most instances. Self-care is often the first thing sacrificed. Let's say that again. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. Let's get through this. Things that get pushed aside. Recharge, exercise, quiet time. If you a parent or whatever, you caregiver, whatever, quiet time is vital throughout the day. Hobbies, nutrition, friendships, personal goals, all of that stuff goes to the side. We sacrifice a lot to have children to be parents, fam. That's why a lot of parents feel like they threw their life away. And a lot of people we live with a lot of regret. Many parents end up operating in quote unquote maintenance mode, end quote. Take care of everyone, postpone yourself, repeat. Relationship and intimacy effects. Mental and physical exhaustion can affect romantic connection, desire for intimacy, energy levels, communication, sexual mood. Not necessarily because love changes. I need y'all to hear that too, because a lot of y'all be thinking that shit. Not necessarily because love changes, however, because bandwidth changes. Long-term ripple effect. If overload continues without recovery, this is what happens. Mental stress, poor sleep, lower energy, emotional fatigue, harder decisions, less self-care, more stress. That means we making our own life hard. That's what we doing. That cycle can keep looping. Bigger picture conclusion. Parents often carry one of the heaviest forms of invisible labor there is. Parenting isn't only raising or cultivating or whatever children or youth. It's managing a living ecosystem of responsibilities, emotions, decisions, and future planning. A parent or whatever running on empty can still look strong. Do you hear that? So just because your ass looks strong don't mean shit. Y'all know we make fucked up look good. Come on now. A parent running on empty can still look strong on the outside while quietly carrying a full mental backpack every day. That's why self-care isn't a luxury. Let's say that one more time. That's why self-care isn't a luxury item for parents. It can directly affect decision making, relationships, energy or energy, and the ability to keep showing up over the long run. What things should be put in place for parents to avoid burnout, etc.? To avoid burnout, parents usually need more than motivation. That means that feel-good talk. You need more than that bullshit. They need systems, support, boundaries, and recovery built into family life. Parenting can become a non-stop operation if there are no guardrails in place. Number one, let's take notes. Build a support ecosystem. Trying to carry everything solo can become a fast lane to burnout. Helpful supports. Family involvement. If y'all don't hate each other, or you ain't competing and jealous and all that stupid shit. Trusted friends, community networks, childcare help with possible, when possible. Parent groups, mentors and elders. See, this is why I talk about poly, but y'all don't want to get on that discussion. The old phrase, "it takes a village," end quote, exists for a reason. It exists for a reason, not a season. Number two, create decision systems. Parent make thousands of decisions. Reduce mental traffic, meal plans, family calendars, weekly routines, chore systems, shared responsibilities, automated bills and reminders. Less daily decision making equal less decision fatigue. Did you hear that? That means you don't want to rise up, be making fucking endless decisions all day. And we know our youth and children can ask us for shit all day long. Number three, protect sleep or recharge like infrastructure. Did you hear that? That's why I say my recharge is more important to me than anything else. Recharge and sleep often becomes the first casualty. Poor recharge of sleep can affect what? Your mood. Yep, I'ma be grumpy. Patience, stress, concentration, parenting responsibility, sexual energy, physical recovery. Sleep isn't a bonus reward. Recharge or sleep isn't a bonus reward. It's operating fuel. Number four, schedule self-care instead of waiting for it. Schedule self-care instead of waiting for it. Because most people aren't going to encourage you to go get a break or go get self-care. Many parents wait until they have, quote unquote, have time, end quote. Now, how many people say that? Okay. That time often never magically appears. Examples: walking, exercising, reading, meditation, or reflection. Hobbies. You gotta get more creative and constructive stuff to do with your time and your energy. Quiet time. Shut the fuck up. Creative outlets. Time with friends, colleagues, etc. Small, consistent recovery often beats occasional huge breaks. Number five, protect couple time. You ready? Protect couple time. Parents can become co-managers of life logistics and forget relationship maintenance. Let me say that again. Parents can become co-managers of life logistics and forget relationship maintenance. So you putting more time into being the number one parent than you are balancing into your relationship you say you want so bad, or you want to keep so bad. Helpful habits. dating nights or days or whatever, device-free conversations, shared activities, affection outside of stress moments. Strong partnership can lower household strain. Strong partnerships can lower household strain. Number 6, share the invisible load. Share the invisible load. One parent frequently carries hidden responsibilities. Remembering birthdays, and don't get me started on that birthday bullshit. Scheduling appointments, tracking school events, or whatever, homeschool stuff, whatever. Emotional management, planning ahead, etc. That invisible labor counts as work. So just because y'all don't see the work doesn't mean you not working. Or the person's not working. Do you know brainstorming is working? A household works better when mental responsibilities are visible and shared. Number 7, create family rituals. You hear that? Create family recovery rituals. Recovery should exist for the whole family. Ideas, family walks, weekly game nights, nature time, no phone period, shared meals, reflection time. Families need recharge habits too. Lower perfection pressure. Many parents silently carry, quote unquote, I have to get everything right, end quote. Perfection pressure. I'm gonna do a show about that. Because that's a lot of our problem too. And that's why we ain't getting started and getting shit done in an effective amount of time and space. We want shit to be perfect all the time. And then that lessens authenticity. Authenticity is imperfection. Oops. Perfection pressure can become exhaustion fuel. Did you hear that? Perfection pressure can become exhaustion fuel. Children or youth usually benefit more from consistency, presence, safety, emotional connection, not perfect performance. So that being that perfect parent shit, that's why I say about burning your ass out. Watch early burnout signals. Pay attention to what? What do we got to pay attention to, y'all? Let's take notes. Constant irritability, brain fog, emotional numbness, sleep changes, withdrawal, feeling overwhelmed by small tasks, loss of joy. Catching burnout early is easier than rebuilding after a crash. Let's say that one more time. Catching burnout early is easier than rebuilding after a crash. So this is the crash out culture, right? Because y'all love that term, a lot of y'all. But y'all be saying people say shit differently. Y'all say the same shit, literally. And do the same shit. Anyway, parents aren't, okay, bigger picture takeaway. This is the conclusion that we out of here. Parents aren't just raising, cultivating, etc. the youth, children, etc. They're managing schedules, emotions, finances, relationships between the siblings and all that shit, future planning, and family culture all at once. The goal isn't becoming a machine that never gets tired. The goal is building a family system where care flows in multiple directions, including toward parents themselves. A burned out engine can still move for a while, However, eventually the dashboard starts flashing. All right, we are done for the day, man. We gonna let the players play, man. I got y'all out here, a little over an hour, but we in there. Again, Golden Crowns that app. It's on Slap. It's going across your screen. Don't be a follower. Be a trendsetter. Don't be the last person. Don't have to wait to see everybody going da 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 or whatever. Or you got to hear about it from a lot of people for you to get on. Get on now. Invest now. Buy the squares. Golden Crown / Royals United have provided an equity opportunity early. How many companies give you a chance to invest in the company and get equity early on in the beginning stages? Link with Golden Crowns app ASAP. ASAP. Be a trendsetter and stop being a damn follower. RoyalsUnited.com. Become a member ASAP. It's just $50 a month. You blow that on bullshit. You do. We all do. We all do. It only costs $20 for the square for the equity opportunity in GoldenCrowns.app. We blow $20 on bullshit all the time. And don't think about it. So why you think it's so hard when it comes to an investment, business-wise? But we don't think about it when it's on shit that's not gonna pay you continuously, or it's not gonna benefit you us health-wise. But we don't think not even a split second about spending it, right? These holidays that conflict with your higher self, we still don't think about spending it, right? These made up days that's supposed to be for your moms and fathers and all that crap. Royals United sponsorship packages. Check it out. Check out the merchandise. Check out the ebooks. Book you some AI courses. We got AI training. I hear a lot of y'all talking about that. We got that as well. Salute the Zayax Institute. Salute the Q Butter. We gonna be doing a lot of collaboration for the what? For the near shine. That's coming up, ain't it? Salute to my co-host. She got some stuff coming up. EmpressStar taking you what? Far no matter where you are. Salute to the whole Royals United team, man. Huh? We ain't doing a lot of talking. We doing a whole lot of walking, man. And when you putting up more than you shutting up, people start resenting that. Ain't it, man? So anyway, Royals United Radio, man. I'm on the air right now, man, playing a lot of flavor, man. Make sure you donate. Donate. Circulate the money. Don't hesitate. Donate. All right. Make sure you donate to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you put on your notifications, because we're going to hop out here randomly, man. That's what keeps you on your toes so you won't get so bogged down with the same stuff. You know, we got to do random stuff, baby. We got J-Dub, man. We got J-Dub through here. Gratitude for the support. Gratitude for the comments and the participation. For the what? Near shot. Huh? We got EmpressStar right here in the comments taking your far no matter where you are, man. The co-host, man. She said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. $ peace and blessings. Donate. Or better yet again, donate to Royals United Radio. Donate to Golden Crowns. Donate to RoyalsUnited.com by getting a membership, a sponsorship package. Donate by going to grab some equity now. Gratitude to EmpressStar. She said, wow, this is good. See, a lot of the topics I put out, it may sound so simple, but it's going to come from an angle that you just, you aren't able to even really conceptualize. It's time to get out of the mental loop. Yeah, EmpressStar. We need to balance our energy, mentally and physically, because exhaustion is real. as fuck and smacking and kicking our ass. A lot of us. And silent stress is a killer. So, and shit, it ain't even silent at this juncture. Hell, that shit loud as fuck. So we need to become more aware of the stress overload. And once again, don't forget to like, hold on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. All right, let me turn this up a little bit, man. And guess what? You know I gotta do it every time for you, man. Huh? Come on, say it with me one time. Say it with me together. Say it with me together. Say it with me together. CozMik, man, you